Some leaders hide behind walls, armored convoys, and foreign whispers. But then there is a different kind of leader. One who walks through crowds with no fear.
I'm not afraid. Because I trust all of you, that's the first thing. You have to trust the people, because it's the people who entrusted us with this mission. And I trust the people that they will understand. And that's why we don't hesitate to stand before the people, to explain the situation to them and tell them what's going on. And that helps maintain a very good relationship. That's the first.
Some leaders hide behind walls, armored convoys, and foreign whispers. But then there is a different kind of leader. One who walks through crowds with no fear, no hesitation, and no distance between himself and the people who raised him to power. Why? Because real authority is not protected by fences, it is protected by trust. In a world where fear has become policy and loyalty is bought with foreign promises, Africa awakens to something ancient and unstoppable. A leadership born not from privilege, but from purpose. A generation that refuses to bow, refuses to apologize, and refuses to ask for permission to rise. You can feel it in the streets of Ouagadougou, Bamako, Niamey. Not chaos, courage. Not rebellion, rebirth. The kind that makes the world whisper. Where did this strength come from? Because for decades, Africa was told that power lives in foreign capitals. That guidance must come from outside. That protection comes with a price. But suddenly, the script has flipped. Now global powers quietly study Africa's resilience. Militaries observe African defense tactics. Economists analyze African resource strategies. The world watches a continent once underestimated turn every obstacle into discipline, every sanction into self-reliance, every threat into fuel. This is not noise. This is strategy. A continent remembering itself. And it starts with one principle. A leader who trusts the people cannot be controlled. A nation that trusts itself cannot be defeated. Africa's new chapter is not about revenge or anger. It's about re-ownership. Of land, of mind, of destiny. First, the mind wakes up. Then the soil produces. Then the world listens. The question is no longer, can Africa rise? The question is, what happens when Africa stops asking and starts leading? Because a continent that once powered the world's empires is now preparing to power its own future. And this time, Africa is not waiting to be invited to the table, it is building the table. Welcome to the era of awakened Africa. A continent learning not just to fight, but to believe. Not just to survive, but to define destiny on its own terms. If you are ready for this journey, subscribe, because this is just the beginning.